Well, go on, everybody. I am your Jamaican queen, Miss Y. You are tuned into How I See It TV, and this is How I See It Live. Please remember to like this video, share the link to my channel if you feel like my content needs some more crowd, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at How I See It, and on TikTok at How I See It TV. So, y'all, Melody just ended her TikTok live. I had to have it screen recorded. I don't know if I'm going to clip it up and post it or if I'm going to do like a listen along maybe during the week or whatever. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do. Um right now in my ears, Christina from Love and Marriage Detroit. She is live on her Instagram, and um, after Melody had ended her live, I was just listening to Christina talk about a scene that I saw on OMFG's realities page, where she was talking to her husband Brandon, and she was saying that at their wedding, on their wedding day, this man was talking to his friends, talking about how all the women in the venue look, talking about their body parts and this and that. And I'm like, oh my God. Wow. That's crazy. Okay then. But y'all, did y'all watch or at least have y'all seen the clips from Love and Marriage Huntsville? I know we were supposed to do a watch along tonight, and I guess I forgot that Mel Huntsville are probably on a different time than I am, because I thought Mel was gonna go live at 8, but she didn't, so we could have done our watch along. But excuse me. Yeah, we could have done the watch along if I had realized that Mel wasn't gonna go live at 8. But y'all, the episode was a mess. I posted to my community wall that it was lukewarm. And even Mel said before her live ended on TikTok, she said that the episode, in her opinion, was boring. And I have to agree. I have to agree that the episode was kind of boring. What I thought was going to happen in the conversation between Melody and Destiny did not happen. I feel like Destiny once again, she had a pinch, like a tiny pinch of the truth mixed in with a whole bunch of lies. Because to sit there, and you know what? Let me not say it. Let me just react to the clips from OMFG. Oh, we don't want that song. We don't want that song to play. They're not about to get me. Cha, other people wanted me to get a copyright strike. And I don't understand why we're going to get like a whole part 3 of the girls trip. That makes no sense to me. It's like they're about to spread this girls trip out, child. Because the part 1 gave them a lot of views or brought the ratings up. But anyways, let's listen to the first clip. Hope y'all are doing great tonight. Hope y'all are not tired. It's Saturday night. I don't got work tomorrow, so I'm gonna be up. I just wish I made a drink before I started this live. So let's listen to the first part.
This is St. Thomas. We got sand. We got
fast
sun.
forward.
Oh, this Mel. She's doing some flirting with one of these island boys, and I'm very happy for her.
Yes,
because
Mel.
she's been
Flirt,
through a
girl.
lot, and she needs to get to know this young man.
Flirt, Mel. Flirt.
Very sexy.
And remember, y'all, I gotta talk over the video so that I don't get a copyright strike. Mel getting lifted onto the jet ski. Now, why did nobody help Dr. Shenita? Tell me if it's too loud, y'all. Okay, so this part, nothing much happened here. Okay, so that was just them. That was just them on the jet ski. Alright, so not much happened there.
She should be here soon.
So this is Tisha in the water. Tisha in the water telling the women that, you know, Destiny's on her way. But it's like, why did Tisha want Destiny to come so badly? Why she want what? Why did Tisha want Destiny to be there so badly to the point where she couldn't tell Destiny beforehand that, hey, Sunny's here? And in my mind, if Tisha not giving Destiny the heads up means essentially to me that Tisha set Destiny up.
Can you be around somebody to turn on? Yeah, absolutely. Open the door. Yeah. So, gotcha. So now my mind just always tell me when you walk away, when you go in a group, you talking about. That's like Jesus and Judas, right? Because right before Judas was trying
I don't know. This part irked me.
he sat down and ate with him. Mel compared herself to Jesus Christ.
Now we know that's not what she was doing.
Her fans have truly blown her head up. That's crazy. Are you and Stormy good? She and I are good enough.
Even, let me pause it. Even Nell Fletcher saying that, when she finished making the statement, the look on her face gave, somebody told me to say this, and I'm gonna say it. It's like she put her, I'm not a body language expert, y'all. But when how she was saying it, it sounded forced. It didn't seem like a natural conversation that she was having. It seemed as if the producer said, you know, how did you feel about Melody's Judas analogy? And probably Nell said, I don't think anything of it. And perhaps they kept asking her, because the hand gesture that Nell Fletcher made after she made the statement, she clapped her hands together and then she opened them down on her thighs, like she was saying, okay, I said what y'all, I mean, this feels weird, but I said it. Like, that's what her hand gestures said to me. I could be wrong, but in the moment, looking at the clip of Nell Fletcher, that is what her body language gave. That's not something she would have said. And Melody said, apologies, y'all. Yeah, I don't know. If y'all go to OMFG's reality and just look for the part that I'm talking about. After Nell Fletcher, let me see if I can.
It's crazy. Like, her fans have truly blown her head up. That's crazy. Are you and Stormy good? She and
Her, how she was holding her hands and how she shifted in her seat, it gave that she was saying something that she was not comfortable saying. And Melody said tonight in that TikTok live that, you know, somebody brought it to her through the grapevines that it's been said that, oh, you're cool with Melody, you're not going to be filming a lot for, you're not going to be filming a lot of scenes. So if you're not strong enough as a person on this show, it gives it, if what Melody is saying is true, and I don't feel like Melody is lying about what was revealed to her, it's given, if you are not a strong person, that you will sit on this show and have production kind of manipulate you into saying and doing things that you would not do so that you can stay on the show and so that you can get more scenes. Because the more scenes you're in, the more episodes you're in, the more money you make, right? That's just basically how it goes. You get paid per episode. And this is what Winter told us. So I don't know. Looking at Nell Fletcher's body language in that confessional, for me, it gave that she was saying something that she was not totally comfortable with saying. But why she would go ahead and do it, it could have something to do with what Melody said. That people on the show are being told, oh, you're cool with Mel, you're not about to, get a lot of camera time. I'm just putting it out there. Allegedly, in my opinion. And Dr. Shenita, she is still telling Mel, like, look, these people are your ops. Because the conversation that Tisha, Stormy, and Kimmy were having at the side, it wasn't a conversation that needed to be had at the side. It didn't need to be a side conversation. They could have had that very same conversation with the group. Like, hey, you know, as y'all know, Destiny's coming because this was discussed the night before. She doesn't know that Sunny is here. And, our concern is, what the temperature is going to be like, not only between Sunny and Destiny, but also between Melody and Destiny. But they had that conversation to the side. It was like, this is group A over here and this is group B, and group B gonna always have their little side conversations. And as Dr. Shenita said, if you're telling me at a table that you can sit and break bread with me and you don't like me, then that tells me, if this is supposed to be a group and you're over there having side conversations, then I need to assume that you're talking about me. And even though they weren't saying anything bad, Dr. Shenita wasn't wrong. They were over there talking about Mel. Um, let's finish it up.
It's always multiple things, but I changed my number. She didn't have my number. She had a problem with not having my number. I mean, do you think it may be at this point some type of jealousy? What I think it is that you have people who.
Okay, so when Melody said this part, somebody on OMFG's page says, Stormy, jealous of you, girl, bye. Now, let's listen to the clip, because there's nowhere where Melody said or agreed that Stormy is jealous of her. Sunny was in her producer bag here, but Melody never said.
And feel like they finna become the head bitch in charge.
Oh, let's rewind.
But I checked and feel like they finna become the head bitch in charge.
God, I'm trying to rewind.
It's always multiple things, but I changed my number. She didn't have my number. She had a problem with not having my number. I mean, do you think it may be at this point some type of jealousy? What I think it is that you have people who come over here in this circle and feel like they finna become the head bitch in charge.
So Sunny said, do you think it's some kind of jealousy? And Melody said, what I think it is. This is how the fandom, when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville, this is how they take things and run with it. Sunny brought up jealousy, not Melody. And even after Sunny brought that point up, Melody said, nah, I don't think that's what it is. I just think that there are people who, they come into this friend group and they feel like they need to be the HBIC, right? And let's finish hearing what Melody had to say.
Oh. And that's what gets up when you're trying to dethrone me. Because now we, and what? Just create your own throne. Exactly. Because you won't dethrone me. Okay. But you can create your own and sit beside me. That part. That's why.
And that's a good point. And that's what I said to the person in the comments section on OMFG's blog. I was like, you do realize she didn't say it was jealousy, right? She said the problem is more so that no one feels like they can be a queen on their own throne sitting next to another queen. Everybody fighting to be the only queen. That's what she said, but it perhaps went over. And I was about to say went over your head, but then I said, never mind. And Melody said, that's why I brought all of them on the show. For them all to be queens on their own thrones, in their own lanes, and I'm just adding my sauce to it. To be their, a queen in their own right, in their own lane, sitting on their own thrones, reigning in their own kingdoms, side by side with her. That tells me Melody is still saying, I've never been a hater. I'm never gonna be a hater. But when you come over here and you see me reigning in my kingdom and you're trying to take me off my throne, then that's where the problem is. And I agree with her. Melody's doing her own thing. She don't care what Stormy got going on. She don't care what Kimmy has got. And she said that in the live. One of the first questions that she was asked tonight on TikTok was about what she thinks the cast, the rest of her cast members, what she feels their end game is. And she's like, I really can't answer that because I don't know and I really don't care. I'm just doing my thing. And that was a great answer. But everybody else is so hyper focused on what Melody has going on and trying to tear her down that when they see all the support that she has on social media, people start to feel like, well, here goes her fans trying to put Melody above everybody else and trying to tear everybody else down instead of just, why don't you curate your own fan base? Why is it that Melody's fan base, why do we have to go over there and support everybody else if we don't want to? And if everybody else is not doing the right thing and it's public knowledge and it's public records, why do you think that we wouldn't talk about it? Can somebody make that make sense? So that's what Melody said the issue is on the show. Like, let me reign in my kingdom, and why don't you, lay your foundation and start building your own kingdom and set up shop right next to me, and we can all reign in our individual kingdoms together. Right? And then in this very scene, she said, her and Shenita are basically going to help Sunny just stay unbothered. Right? So the next scene is Destiny walking in with a case dismissed shirt, y'all. She is celebrating a case dismissed with her face. Let me make y'all hear what she said.
T-shirt, case dismissed. Don't want another one. Look at your traveling life.
Dang. How sad is that? She said she don't want another case, and then boom, she was arrested again. I think that's kind of sad. Like, I don't even think it's funny. I guess she didn't expect that the case was going to be reopened.
Mentally prepared for that. To see her.
And Destiny didn't even look like she wanted to be there.
I just didn't know how you was gonna be like, because it just seemed like she's around the circle more. So I'm like, okay, that's weird, but hey, yeah. I don't really have any ill will towards anybody, but when Tisha lets me know that Sunny is here on this trip, I'm thinking in my head, what the But girl, I gotta download you on some more stuff, honey. Because I need to prepare you for some more conversations that you're probably gonna have while you're here.
But the thing is, okay, let me make this play out.
Make sure that you're aware of things that was said.
Okay. What things were said, Tisha?
Mel, Kimmy, and I met, and we was talking about girl code. We said the girl code.
Now, this is where Tisha proved once again that she is messy boots, because she met with Destiny twice. She met with Destiny twice, maybe even more than that. But she met with Destiny twice after her, Mel, and Kimmy had this sit down where Melody said, I don't know what anybody got going on. I don't put nothing past anybody. Right? Let me pause it because it's still playing out. She met with Destiny twice where she could have brought up that conversation, where she could have told Destiny, look, me and Kimmy had met up with Mel and this is what Melody had to say. Right? Tisha is out here talking about how she wants peace on this trip. Why are you downloading Destiny on something, on a conversation that was had before this girl's trip? A conversation that you could have downloaded her on 2 times prior to her coming on this trip. That's some messy stuff. Now, it could be producers wanting to drum up some drama. So they could have been like, okay, Tisha, you're going to meet Destiny because you're the one that she's most cool with on the cast. But when you go, we need some drama. So what we want you to do is we want you to bring up that conversation that y'all and Mel had at that plant shop and let Destiny know that Mel, said that. Because this is just how reality TV works. Like, we gotta just be clear. The producers are trying to tell a story. Now, if Destiny came in all, zen when, shout out to Dr. Wendy. If Destiny came in all peaceful, not wanting to talk to anybody, not agitated, not on 10, then they would not get the scene that they wanted. See, they wanted Tisha to get Destiny hyped up. And that's exactly what happened here. They wanted Letitia to get Destiny hyped up, which is why they probably told Tisha, look, in my opinion, they probably told Tisha, don't text Destiny, don't call her, don't tell her that Sunny is here. Because we want her to show up for this girls trip so that the mess can go down. That's my opinion. That's what I think happened. Hi, Miss CC, virtual hugs to you. Right? That's what I think happened. And then the producers, in my opinion, told Tisha, now we want you to tell Destiny about about what Melody said, because in their minds, they know it's going to trigger Destiny. And so they already had Destiny on 10. By the time Destiny got to that dinner, she was already rearing to go, in my opinion. But Tisha was messy because she could have had this conversation with Destiny 2 times. 2 times Destiny was at hers or Kimmy's house. I don't remember which one. And at neither point in time did she tell Destiny this. When she was inviting Destiny on this girls trip, she could have said, look, I just want you to know that this is how Melody is feeling about you at this point in time. So take that into consideration when you make the decision to come. But she didn't do it, because they were waiting for a moment to insert it so that there could be drama. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that bathroom in that room was small AF. It was small AF. But Melody said during her TikTok live that she kept asking everyone throughout the trip if they were good, if they needed anything. She let them know, if you want to use my bathroom, you can come up and use my bathroom. I'll step out and give you the privacy so you can use my bathroom, so you can use the hot tub. You want to hang your clothes in my closet? You can do that. She kept telling them, according to Melody, she kept telling them the whole time, the house belongs to us. This is our trip. The house is ours. Y'all can sleep anywhere y'all want. Y'all can sit anywhere y'all want. Y'all can use whatever bathrooms y'all want. Melody said her friends offered up their rooms, but nobody took the offer because, in my opinion, they wanted to whine about the rooms. They wanted it to be a storyline. So rather than take the offers of utilizing spaces that Melody told them that they could use, they said, you know what? We're going to stick in this room. Tisha talking about, oh, the room was so small. I had to take medication. That's how bad the room was. But Melody saying her friends offered up their rooms. So why didn't you take the offers if the room was making you so just so sick to your stomach that you had to take medication the entire time you were there? The only reason why you would do that is so that you could have something to complain about after the fact. You could come and you could sit on your social media and you could complain and say, oh, the room made me sick. I had to take medication. They had to bring me medication. Seems like you didn't have to if Melody was checking on y'all the entire time, asking y'all how y'all were doing. So at no point in time did you say, listen, I know we had a conversation about the accommodations before and we said that we were good, but after staying in here last night, it's too stuffy. It's affecting my sinuses. Yeah, we need to switch rooms. I don't think that Melody wouldn't have switched rooms. And from what I heard, Stormy didn't really stay in the house, allegedly, because she had her people fly out and they were at another hotel or whatever. And so she was there with them for most of the time when they weren't filming. I'm just saying, I don't know. That's what the streets are saying. But if that was the case, it means Stormy's bed was available. Tish was the only one in her room. And don't forget, y'all, that Dr. Shenita also told Nell Fletcher that she could have her room. So if that was the case, that means that Nell Fletcher's room was also available. So they just wanted to whine for a storyline. But child, she has on a case dismissed shirt and the case was reopened. All right.
We dated 9 months. He proposed. Got married 7 months later. How long did it take y'all to get married? About a year. Me took 2 years. How long did it take? Are you married? Well, technically.
All right. So this is where this is where Tisha and Shenita got into it a little bit. And I'll say this. I don't feel like, and y'all might hate me for this, but I don't care. This channel is called How I See It, so I'm gonna call it like I see it. I don't feel like the Sunny and Tisha Marquez Ken situation, the Sunny and Destiny and what's his face Moses situation are the same. And here's why. Ken and Marquez were not friends, or they weren't acquaintances, they were not associates, they weren't work buddies, they were virtual strangers, right? Tish is claiming that she was separated before she even met Ken, but we know that's a lie now, right? But the point I think Tish is making is that this wasn't a situation where I got with somebody that my husband knew and then I got into a whole relationship and whatnot, right? So I don't feel like in that situation it is the same. But where I feel like the hypocrisy is that these women are sitting at the table trying to act like they don't know that things happen. That's where I feel like the hypocrisy is. And the hypocrisy is in that Tish has her own situationship going on. Why are you so worried and bothered by some other people's situation that you really don't know nothing about? Girl, you just got here. It's almost like you can't sit with us. Why you got so much to say in defense of Destiny, who what you're training her? Why do you have so much animosity towards Sunny? So I can say that the situations are not the same, in that, Ken and Marquez, they were work friends, associates, or whatever the case may be, and Tish decided that she was gonna get with her man's work associate or friend or whatever. That's the only difference. But there's still some hypocrisy there, because, girl, you got a whole mess going on over there. Why are you so worried about somebody else's mess? That's less messy than your situation, because Moses and Destiny, they weren't even married. You still very much married. So go figure out your own mess, Tish. And on top of that, when it comes to the whole girl code situation, I can't wait to see how it's going to play out when everybody at the table, finally has the conversation that Tish was up in Martel's house during a period of time when he was probably still very much a married man. Even if he was separated, he was still very much married. Huntsville is super small. These people are on a whole reality TV show. Tish has connections to people on the cast, i.e., Chris and Nell Fletcher. So she definitely knew what was happening. She knew of the entire scandal, but she was still up in Martel's house. So when that comes out with all this conversation about girl code, I wonder what the women at the table are going to say, since Tish has so much energy for Sunny. But I digress. Now, this timeline with Destiny and Sunny, I believe Sunny's version of the story. I don't know why Dr. Shenita was the one to ask, though.
To tell your side of the story, because I believe you have a story. How do you feel? What's your story? Shanita's talking a lot, per usual. Same Shanita I remember from decades ago. Who are you to
from decades ago?
To you? But I also feel like
what she means she knows Shanita from decades ago.
I'm going to speak on it. I will say this: the interpretation of friendship is different, and the interpretation of a work relationship that extended a year and plus after working on the show is different to me. You know, I got messages in my phone that say, "I miss you and I love you, sis," and that to me is a response. Right, but you said it though. You told this lady you love her, sis. Yes. Hey,
See, and this is why I rock with Dr. Shanita. As much as I don't agree that she should have been the one, asking Destiny any questions, like why wasn't Stormy doing it? Why wasn't Tisha doing it? Why wasn't Kimmy doing it? I understand why Shanita was the one. And this is just my honest reaction, okay, y'all? I don't understand why Shanita was the one to ask Destiny that question. However, I can rock with somebody who is a straight shooter and who's going to be fair regardless of who she's dealing with. So she don't know Destiny, she don't know Sunny, and so she was being very balanced in her view. And Dr. Shanita said, girl, if this woman's not your friend, why are you telling her about I love you, sis, and all that? See, people want to say, oh, Dr. Shanita was doing too much, but they want to jump over the fact that she said that bit. She was taken aback by that. because she was willing to rock to I think, in my opinion, to ride for Sunny, because she understands that there are levels to friendship, and she don't feel like Destiny and Sunny were friends like that. But the minute Dr. Shenita heard there was some exchange of sis and I love you sis and all of that, she was like, girl, what? So if you ain't love her and she wasn't your friend like that, why y'all exchanging those types of messages? That's how fair and balanced Dr. Shanita was in that moment. But it's going to fly over the haters' head because they just want to focus on the fact that she was doing a lot of talking. Don't let that fly over y'all's head.
Love you, sis. Miss you. But I would say that to you if I worked with you for a month. But if somebody say they love me, boy, girl, cat, or dog, yeah. If I don't love them, I'm not gonna tell them I love them. Well, that's my response if you say it back. If you say it
and
to
probably
me,
that's just how Sunny is.
When you stop being a producer, how?
There are people that I know. I have one coworker. She throws out "I love yous" like it's the sand at the beach, child. It's just how she is. Like she'll come to my classroom, and if there's somebody else, and the people who know me, they know that I'm not big on saying I love you. Like, I don't know what it is, I'm just not. Okay, it's just not my thing. So she'll call my classroom, and she's hanging up, ask me something or whatever, and she's hanging up. She's like, okay, bye, I love you. And I'll be like, okay, bye. But that's just her thing. When we're leaving work, she'll be like, okay, y'all, have a good evening, love you. That's just her thing. She just likes to say it. But it doesn't mean that, you know, we're besties or anything like that. Or even the other people that she says it to, I don't think that they're friends like that either. It's just her thing. So I get Sunny saying that. That's just how she talks. That's just how she talks. Okay, I can understand that.
How much did you talk to Destiny? 3 or 4 times the year after I was done working. So while I was working, we saw each other 2 times, not on the set. So Destiny, what she said is that when she stopped being a producer, you stopped being. She started being my manager. She was managing my music career. I'm just saying, like, don't make it. It was more than 3 times. How long did you and Moses date after Sunny was no longer? Your
but
producer?
even if
we officially broke up in August and y'all got married in December. Oh, August, September, October, November.
But even if she was your manager, that's still not friendship. That still does not equate to a friendship. That is a business arrangement. And according to Sunny, that didn't even last that long. That, you know, artist manager, relationship didn't even last long. So I believe Sunny's version of the story, where she said she talked to Destiny 3 times the year after she stopped producing Destiny. And while she was Destiny's producer, she saw Destiny 2 times outside of filming. I believe that. I believe that. And then when it comes to this whole Moses situation and this Moses timeline or whatever, what I think was happening was, as Sunny said, they exchanged numbers in September. They exchanged numbers in September. They didn't start dating officially until end of October, close to November. And then by December, they were getting married. Like, that's Sunny's story, and she's sticking to it. And based on the information that Destiny is providing, Sunny's version of events, Sunny's version of events seems to seems to match up. Now here is the Destiny and Melody part.
Is there anything y'all feel like y'all need to
Here goes Tisha being messy.
No, we have. I would assume that was something we need to have a conversation about. We would have had it way before now. Well, I just know last night you was like Destiny. Oh, so I just want to make sure that.
Now, why did Tisha have to repeat that?
Want to leave it where it was. Tisha don't be thinking about the temperature.
Right, Kimmy? She does not.
I I do not think right now, after Destiny's been on 10 with Sunny,
exactly,
that she goes right into a conversation with Mel.
Exactly, Kimmy. That was not the place and time. I could be wrong. No, you're not. You're absolutely right. And that's why I still got a soft spot for Kimmy, because sometimes she be right. A broken clock can be right twice a day, child. And when she's right, I can rock with it.
What I knew was a lot of conversation last night, so it could have been missed all in. Mel,
ooh, Sunny,
that we had was so solid, right?
Sunny producing.
With you on the friendship level, there were several.
Sunny producing.
From my video premiere party. Sometimes I be mad at you. Mad at me for what? Because I be like, you be dismissing the fact that I be like, I don't have no village. So what I'm not gonna do with you, Destiny, is at my video premiere party, I ain't about to talk with you about no damn village. And I'm about to go out here. Do you like I always do. And I like my Taco Bell party where we were sitting.
That's at that video premiere party. Destiny also brought up that 2020 babysitter comment that Martell was running with. And I wanted Mel to talk about that on her live tonight on TikTok. I tried to send a request to be on the live because I wanted to ask Melody if she remembered at her Telltale Signs video premiere, if she remembers Destiny bringing up the 20 babysitters comment in their one-on-one conversation, where Destiny was like, girl, if I'm part of your village, you don't need to have 20 babysitters. And I was like, why is she repeating some mess that Martell obviously told her? Why would she repeat that? Like, if you're so close to Melody, then you would know that she ain't got no 20 babysitters. Like, that number is so arbitrary. Like, you know good and well she ain't got no 20 babysitters. Why are you repeating that? But then Destiny went on to her Ooh Ladies First interview 2 years ago, and she said when Jamie and them asked her why she kept bringing up that village conversation to Melody over and over again, she said that it wasn't because she wanted to, it was because the producers were telling her to ask Melody about being your village, ask Melody to be your village. And I'm gonna clip that part from the Ooh Ladies First interview, and I'm gonna post it to my stories on Instagram tomorrow. So Destiny was doing a lot to stay on the show, all up in Melody's business, doing the most, when she didn't have to. All she had to do was tell her story. But she wanted to, again, be so hyper-focused on Melody that she brought up that village conversation so many times to the point that Melody got pissed off. And she was like, I'm not about to have this conversation with you at my video launch. And to say that she didn't know that Melody was upset about that, that's ridiculous, because Melody was pissed in the scene and Melody said it in the scene.
Getting outside, I got aggression from her, and that bothered me. Sorry, but and so don't get me. But you interrupted me. I did, but you said boundaries. I was still talking. But you said boundaries. But you interrupted me. But I was still talking. Agreed. But I wasn't done. But I'm not saying what I want to say. Then we go to the reunion.
Destiny, what is your friendship like with Melody?
And this reunion was some BS. Why were you confused?
Talking to my girl every other day, and I haven't spoken to Melody since we rapped.
And that was a lie.
So let's take it back. Number one, the talk about it situation. You actually were the one that was cutting me off as I was speaking. And I said, don't do that. I felt like you were talking to me like I was a child, just like you did Tisha and a couple people tonight. This is not how we do things. This is not. Sometimes your tone can come across as if you're parenting. But a lot of things that you
just
discussed,
that's your opinion.
You didn't let me know that that's how you felt. You didn't let me know all those moments in those situations where you felt wrong. I didn't know that.
Dang, she sounded like she was about to cry right there. I don't want to laugh. She sounded like she was about. Let's play that back. When Destiny is hurt.
You didn't
real bad child.
You didn't let me know all those moments in those situations.
Oh, right there. You heard that, y'all? She sounded like she was about to bawl in that moment. She was trying to hold it in. I don't know what it is. Like, Destiny knows that Melody was a good friend to her. But to act like you're just so oblivious, you're just so oblivious to the fact that you allowed the producers to get in your head and tell you, go to this lady's, her, this was an important moment for Melody. This was her first music video that she was premiering. And you allow the producers to get in your head and tell you to, hey, one more time. We're about to wrap filming. Go and have a one-on-one conversation once again with Melody about, about being your village, your village, your village, your village. You brought that up like 10 times during the season. And now you're at her event bringing this mess up when you knew that she was your village the whole time. She was giving you money for lawyers, allegedly. She was giving you money for a light bill, not allegedly, because you confirmed that. So she was there for you. You were using a lot of her connections to get things done. Melody shared tonight, y'all. Child. Melody shared tonight on TikTok how one of the people who is a part of Melody's team, he was doing some stuff for Destiny. I think he's a DJ. And he did some stuff for Destiny and she didn't pay him. And the dude called Mel all upset. And Mel was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I will pay you. And this DJ is somebody who Destiny met through Melody. And Mel was like, even when Destiny and I fell out, I didn't tell my DJ, like, don't work with her, blah, blah, blah. It was like, business is business. Personal is personal. I'm not going to take it personal that as a DJ, she wants to use you just because you're my DJ and she met you through me. But Melody and Destiny weren't even friends at this point in time. She allegedly didn't pay this guy, and Melody was the one that had to pay him. Melody was the one who allegedly had to pay him. So she was using all of Melody's connections, using Melody as a resource, and then she allowed, and I'm going to say, in my opinion, she allowed the producers, because she said it in the Ooh Ladies first panel interview. I wonder if I could find the interview right now. Shoot. Let's see. Again, to the ladies of Ooh Ladies First. I mean, no disrespect, playing your videos. I really don't. I played a clip from one of their videos last week. Let's see. Ooh, Ladies First. Destiny Payton. Because she told them in that interview, the producers made me do it. Child. Oh, I probably have to go to Ooh, Ladies First panel. Destiny Payton interview. All right. 2 years ago. Here we go. Child. I don't want to play y'all's stuff. Mm.
Because it's love and marriage. We were no longer married. I want to say this because I do remember when the first season y'all were all together.
Uh,
Think that big step, and
um.
I see it. I wonder if he. It's the two. You know, no, it's not right. You got engaged in year three. You were engaged for almost 2 years, and then you were married for 2 years.
Let's see. What was her marriage like? What did she love about her mom? How was her business with Tiffany? Of empathy. Oh, God.
So you think she was feeding into what we all talk about as far as you were saying that you're not being transparent and kind of using that as an angle? Like, so a lot of stuff, sometimes I'm just in it and then I'm like, oh, okay, that's what that was. Because I'm the type of person that I can give you complete trust.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to find the clip. Hi, who said that? How are you?
So, and I start seeing those things. It's like, and it was the edit too, the way that they edited it, and it made it seem like, and she was bothered that she didn't know the day that I saw her. She was. That wasn't a fake reaction. That was a real reaction. But it wasn't anything. She was like, you know, you after the camera was like, girl, why didn't you tell me? And I'm like, we just went out to dinner, and you couldn't get out of bed a few months before, and I didn't really feel like it was necessary to be like, girl, I sound reckless, you know, it's over.
Oh, I'm trying to find the part where she says the producers.
There, we were at that point, you know, negotiating back and forth what was gonna be what.
The producers forced her to talk about the village conversation.
It was like I didn't tell my own father, like I didn't tell my family, right? And when I started to feel like I was in a space like this is real, like it's over. Then I was like, telltale. Right? Is that why after telltale signs we sprang y'all having that conversation?
Okay, here it goes.
About being a village. Is it because she knew at that time that you would need more help because she knew that you were going through the divorce? So
And this is from the Ladies First
you know,
panel's
village
interview
conversation at
with
the party
Destiny 2
for
years
last
ago.
season? So the village conversation had been had multiple times and just didn't make it. And I felt like every time I had the conversation, and she was just like, "Oh, girl, you gonna find your village. It is what it is," and then on to the next subject. And so I was like, I wish you would stop being so dismissive of me, saying that, you know, I'm figuring out this whole village thing. And I was quarantined with a infant. Like that's sometimes stay-at-home mothers go back to work because of that. So, and my dad is 70.
Oh,
he doesn't know what to do with a baby.
I don't want to pay all of that.
Husband did have his, you know,
I don't want to pay all of that. But Melody did an interview after this.
And so when I said a village, and I know I'm not a big proponent for everybody watching my kid. I'm just not that person.
Okay.
Right. So I was just like, yeah, I'm figuring it out. Like, don't be dismissive. Like, let's lean on each other. And it's not, hey, you keep my kid. It's just more of the empathy part.
That doesn't make sense because Melody was helping her out.
Listen, I did not want to have that conversation in that moment. And I know people are like, well, you did it.
There she goes.
Because it was the last day of filming and they asked me at least 3 times to make sure that I, you know, voice how I feel. And I'm like, I'm not doing it here. If you really watch the scene, you'll see me dragging her on. Like, girl, come on.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
So see, she admits in this interview that the producers asked her several times to have that conversation with Mel at her video premiere. And she also said that the conversation about the village conversation, it happened several times throughout filming that season, but it didn't make the cut. But for some reason, at the end of the season, when they were about to wrap filming, the producers said, go have that conversation again. And she said she didn't want to do it, but she still went ahead and dragged Melody to the side by the arms, child, to have that village conversation again. So Melody brought that up, and Melody was upset. And the reason, and Melody did her Ladies First panel interview after, like, maybe some months after Destiny did this interview, because Destiny likes to talk about how Melody brought up the money conversation first, but this lady's first panel interview and the interview that Destiny did with DJ Richie Sky, where she talked about Melody giving her money, those were all done before Melody even said anything about giving Destiny money. She even did a magazine, it was some online magazine interview too, was the first time that she also talked about Melody giving her money. She was trying to preempt it because she felt like Melody would talk about it. And so she put it out there, and then when Melody responds, she totally erases context from it because Melody put an exact number on it. But it was your fault for bringing it up. And you brought it up in a way to make it seem like she was being manipulative when she was giving you all of that help. And that was Melody's problem. Is that you're bringing up what she did for you, trying to create this narrative that she was being manipulative in providing you this help. You're talking about you need a village and she needs to be a village, and she's dismissive because you're asking her about something that she knows she is doing for you already, and she realized that you're trying to create a moment for a TV show when you know good and goddamn well that this lady has been there for you. How are you gonna say, you and Melody were leaning on each other while y'all were going through y'all separation and your divorce, but then in the next breath you're gonna say she wasn't your village? You see how they get themselves caught up in a lies? Because was it that Mel, you were leaning on Mel too as much as she was leaning on you, or what? Make it make sense. Y'all were going out and about, having lunch and brunch and all of that, but you're in a scene asking her over and over and over about being your village. I'm just saying, y'all. Destiny wasn't making any sense. She was making sense 2 years ago, and she's still not making any sense now. But y'all need to go check out that interview from 2 years ago. Whose page is it on? It's on Niecy Dixon's page, and let me repost it for all the content creators who missed this interview. Because when I tell people that Love and Marriage Huntsville is super nuanced, if you don't watch interviews, you don't watch Instagram lives, you don't see stuff that they post to their stories, you miss a lot of context. And I don't like missing context, especially if I'm gonna sit on a platform talking about people. So I'm reposting. Check out how the story doesn't add up today. So check out how Destiny's, and she said her and LeBeric, they were dating for like 3 years before they got engaged. Chat, it don't make sense. You were in an on again, off again relationship for 15 years. And she said her and LeBeric, they were together for 3 years. Then they got engaged for 2 years. And then they were married for under 2 years. So I don't know. Somebody do the math for me. Because what I want to know is the timeline of all the years her and Moses were dating, and compare that with all the years her and LeBeric were dating before they got engaged, after they got engaged. I would like to know. But I'm reposting the Lady's first panel interview, y'all. And so my post on my community wall says, check out how Destiny's story still doesn't add up today. And this was the same interview where she said that she basically only knew Martel vicariously because he was friends with people who she was friends with. I'm just saying. So I reposted it. If you're a content creator, you want to add some context to some of the things that we heard. Well, at this point it's last night. This is 12:26 on the show. Then you might want to go check out that interview and check out the DJ Richie Sky interview too, where she also brought up Mel giving her money. And then go to Color Me Pink's page from 2 years ago, where Color Me Pink posted. Oh, and Ebony the Best too, where they posted some of Destiny's lives just trash talking Melody. And this was all before Melody even said anything back. She was trash talking Mel, talking about, oh, there's no way somebody can go through divorce and a bankruptcy and just bounce back. And people need to tell the whole truth. And that's when she first brought up the whole credit card thing. But somehow, Melody was the one that was dragging her name. That's some nasty work. That's some nasty work. But the information is out there. The truth is out there. The timeline is out there for the content creators who want to report the truth.
Felt wrong. I didn't know that. When you left the relationship, the friendship, when it ended, you didn't have to drag my name. You didn't have to start calling me liars. You didn't have to start doing all the things that you did. You could have just exited gracefully.
Melody did exit the friendship gracefully. It was Destiny who was dragging her and calling her all kinds of liars and talking about how Melody was manipulative and all of this, and how she realized that people will do things for you just so they can manipulate you. That was you dragging her. That was you dragging her. You called her a whole liar first. And every time Mel would defensively be like, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you.
It's still there for because last night you said, yeah. I feel the same way. Like, we don't each other, you don't me. But I can walk around you if they can walk with you. And at the end of the day, that's why I'm here. And so we're not going to act like there weren't two sides to the story and whatever the truth is in the middle. You're not the victim. I may not be the victim either. But everybody felt wronged in the situation. Everybody felt wrong. And I never done anything to intentionally try to hurt you ever. You can believe that, but...
So if she's saying that she never did anything to intentionally try to hurt Melody ever, it means that, in my opinion, she's admitting that she has done things that obviously she knows did hurt Melody.
And then I'm like, no, hell no. Destiny, I have an ex who's literally putting me through hell, and I'm on the phone with you, and you getting off the phone with me like, girl, this Martell beeping in, I'm gonna call you back. Now to this day, we have her talking and hanging out with his mistress. We have her posting my children as well with the mistress. That was his mistress. Well, I went over there for his birthday, and the girl was there. Like, he has a whole child with her. So I wasn't hanging out with her. It ain't no Kiki. It ain't no That's not my friend. That's not somebody that I'm cool. But you posted a video of her. I posted a video of Martell for his birthday. I'm going to explain that to you. I posted a video of Martell for his birthday, and she happened to be in it. That was no shade. And she happened to be in it. Okay. She was there.
Okay, see? That's the part that's ridiculous to me. We all saw that video that Destiny posted of Martell at his birthday party. It was one of them round tables, right? It was one of them little arching type tables, right? Melody's kids with Martell were, in my head, I'm looking at the video. Hopefully y'all can picture it as I'm saying it. Melody's kids with Martell, the 4-piece, chicken nuggets. They were let's say for the purpose of, conversation, they were to the right of Destiny. Destiny was standing like next to them or in front of them, right? Martell, he was sitting to the left. Again, this is for the sake of conversation. He was sitting to the left with the little boy next to him, and then Ariane was she wasn't even next to Martell. She was on the side of Martell, but she was out of the shot. So when Destiny panned her cameras, started with Melody's kids, and she went around the table, she literally could have stopped at Martell. She literally could have stopped at Martell, and Ariane would never have been in the video. But she went from the kids and she went around, got everybody who was sitting at the table with Marta, and then she panned to Ariane, and then the video ended, and then she posted that. And then she posted that. So to say that she didn't even know that the girl was in the video, that's a darn lie, because she wasn't even sitting directly next to Martell. I think the little girl was sitting next to Marta and Ariane was standing to the side. So to sit up there and lie and say, oh, yeah, I did the video and she just happened to be in the video and you posted it. Child, you could have even edited her out. Let's say she was even sitting close enough for a piece of her to have been in the video. And not only that, she panned to Ariane long enough. It was a couple seconds that her phone, the camera was on Ariane for. So she wanted to make sure that Ariane was in the shot. And then she posted it. Now to act like, oh, when I realized that she was in the video, that's when I took it down. That's a lie. People, the same night she put it up, people did videos on YouTube. I'm sure people were responding to the story, dragging her for filth. And before she took the video down, she said, that's his whole family. So how you gonna pretend like you didn't know she was in the video? Oh, that's his whole family. What are y'all talking about? That's Martell's whole family. Just own your ish. In the same way they want to tell Melody all the time to be more accountable for stuff. Own your ish. You were being shady boots.
Ever. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie for me, y'all. I can be a little naive. Sometimes I see people at face value. My heart
just so many lies. I can't.
Because I'm that person. But it takes a while sometimes for things to register. And I sit with it. And then I'm like, no, hell no. Destiny, I have an ex who's literally putting me through hell. And I'm on the phone with you. And you getting off the phone with me like, girl, this Martell beeping in. I'm going to call you back. Now to this day, we have her talking and hanging out with his mistress. We have her posting my children as well with the mistress. That was his mistress.
And the face.
Over there for his birthday, and the girl was there. Like, he has a whole child with her.
So
I wasn't hanging out with her. It ain't no Kiki. It ain't no That's not my friend. That's not somebody that I'm cool.
But you posted a video of her.
I posted a video of Martell for his birthday. I have to explain that to you. I posted a video of Martell for his birthday, and she happened to be in it. That was no shade.
And she happened to be in it.
Does she happen to be in it? You videoed her in it. You videoed her in it. She didn't just happen to be in the video. You panned it to her. You panned the camera towards her. That is why she ended up in the video. Like, why she couldn't have just owned that? Why she couldn't have just owned that is beyond me. So the scene continues, y'all.
You posted something on social media.
And when it was brought to my attention, I immediately took it down.
What happened to your attention?
Oh, you got Martell's baby mama. The thing of the matter is that I've been over there millions of times playing with the kids, and I got plenty of videos of her and the kids all at the house. And I've never.
Okay.
So she says to her.
Okay. So there she goes, putting her foot in her mouth and proving that she's a liar. So she says, I took a video of Martell for his birthday and she just happened to be in it. And as soon as it was brought to my attention, I took it down. But then in the next breath, she says, I've been to the house and I have numerous videos of her and the kids. Why have you never posted any of those videos then? I went down Destiny's timeline as far back as when her and Melody were still friends, and she has never posted the children ever. She has never posted those children to her social media. So if you've always been over there, you've always been, and then she says, I'm not hanging out with her, I'm not kicking it with her, I'm not cool with her like that. So how now you gonna say you've been over to the house several times, kicking it with the kids, and she's there, and you have several videos of her with the kids? Why have you never posted them then? Why have you never posted the children? Why have you never posted the children with their little cousin or little godbrother-in-law? Why have we never seen any videos or pictures of the Eminem kids on your social media, Destiny? Why was it the first time that we saw those Eminem kids on your page, it was you posting a messy video? Because you knew exactly what you were doing. You knew exactly what you were doing. Oh, she just happened to be in the video, but she's been in several other videos. She just happened to be at the house every time you go over there. Y'all are hanging out, but I don't hang out with her. So when you go over there, you don't speak? You don't say, hey, how you doing? Y'all don't have conversations? Because what it's given is every time you go over to Martell's house and Ariane's there with the children, y'all over there having conversations. Because you've been plotting that whenever you get back on the show that is Love and Marriage Huntsville, that all the tea, and the lukewarm tea, and the lies that Ariane and Martell has been telling you, because Martell can't be in Melody's space to bring up certain things in her presence, you're going to be the one to do it. Melody said tonight in that TikTok live that Nell Fletcher done told her when she hung out with Destiny at Alicia. When she hung out with Destiny at Marsaw's birthday party some time ago, that Destiny was in the event just talking about Melody, talking about how when she comes back to the show, she's going to be coming hard at Melody. So what it gives is every time you go hang out with your brother Martell, you bring Law over there to hang out with, the kids. You and Ariane sitting over there exchanging stories about Melody, child. Ariane telling you all the lies and Martell telling you all the lies, and you just soaking it up because you're like, oh, these are the bodies that are buried, and I know where all the bodies are buried, and this is the tea that I'm going to come back to the show with. It was messy. Just own that you posted a messy video. You were trying to get under Mel's skin, and you used her children to do it. That's some low-down-ish. And when Melody brought up that, Destiny smirked and she looked at Tisha, and it was kind of like, oh yeah, we got her. She's bringing it up. This is how I can, drop this little tidbit about how she was teaching Ariane how to cheat respectfully. That's what the face gave. I need y'all to go watch it again. How when Melody said she's hanging out and posting my children, hanging out with this former mistress, turn girlfriend, turn whatever, and posting my children, Destiny, she smirked. She gave a little smile. She looked directly at Tisha. And for me, it gave, bitch, the plot is plotting. She brought it up. This is why I posted it. I posted it so that she would be pissed enough to bring it to make it a conversation on the show. And once she's making it a conversation on the show, I can throw out this BS that I think is some piping hot tea. And that's exactly what they did, in my opinion.
I hung out with her when you and I saw y'all text message each other and inbox each other about when Martell was gonna be over there. Let me know.
Trying to teach her how
tell me when Martell gonna be over there. Let me know when Martell gonna be over there.
No.
Let's be clear. So don't try to make it seem like
who fed you that, Martell?
no.
Because that's the only person I've ever heard say that bullshit.
Say what?
It was friends.
Martell
friends.
I didn't know nothing about y'all being friends, but I'm talking about the conversation. So all this didn't happen?
You're telling me that I was okay with my ex. And if that's the case, why would you be out here acting like you was a shoulder for me to cry on? Because I wouldn't be crying. I need you to go back to this. Where?
Ooh, Destiny scratching.
When I told you, why are you on the phone with
I am very like whenever people are talking and they're telling a story and they're scratching like their forehead, they're scratching their nose, they're scratching their ears, it tells me that they're lying. And Destiny was like, she was itching the whole time.
This girl, let's all black it and go whoop her ass. You were on the phone with her. You were messaging her and talking to her and telling her to tell you when Martell was coming to her house. Did that not happen?
So I could catch his ass cheeks, so I could do what I did, so I could leave his ass. Is that what you're talking about?
And I told you that was weird. I said I wouldn't dare talk to that bitch on the phone.
And that's okay if you felt like that. But you just sat at this table and said that I tried to teach her how to respectfully cheat with my ex.
You did.
That's a lie.
Y'all had multiple conversations.
Of course we have, because you know why? She would DM me on Instagram. She would call my phone. Let me be clear with you. No. Let me be clear with you. Because I have it. I'm going to let you know every time he come over here, I'm going to let you know. I have recordings where I
Destiny
said
scratching again.
What do you want me to do?
Child, I wish I was counting how many times Destiny was scratching. She scratched her forehead on the left, and she scratched her forehead on the right. And then when Melody said, "Who told you that, Martell?" her eyes got wide. I'm not a body language expert, but I be clocking people when they lie. When they're lying. Her eyes got so wide when Melody said, "Who told you that, Martha?" She was like, "No." She got so scared, like, "Oh my God, she's catching me in the lie right now." Then she scratched her ears one time, and then she scratched her ears again.
Lying. No empathy for no side hoes. Why are you calling me? Figure it out, baby girl. You decide.
But did I not say that? Why are you talking to her? Let's put on all black go with her ass.
And that's you did. You're sitting here saying that I was teaching her how to cheat with my husband. What I perceived it to be.
See? And this what Destiny does. She throws something out there to the wind to make it seem like one thing, and then she reels it in back with, "Oh, that's what I perceived it to be." She did the same thing in the Dustin Ross interview when she said, "Well, imagine me calling my son and then I hear Melody in the background talking, and she doesn't say hello to me." And Dustin was like, "Oh, Destiny, well, I'm glad you're putting it into perspective why you don't, rock with certain people. So you're saying that you heard Melody at your ex's home." And she had to be like, open her eyes wide, just like she did in this scene, because she's shocked. "Ooh, I'm being caught in my lie." She had to be like, "No, I didn't say that." She was at his house. I think she was at the restaurant. She did the same thing tonight in this. How you gonna say that the perception was that Melody and this girl were friends and that she was teaching Coleslaw how to cheat respectfully? Like, good and god darn well that's not what happened. And what is so sad about it is that how Melody broke down the timeline is that Destiny was witness to that conversation during a period of time when Melody was pregnant. That's what Melody said. So you're sitting there and your so-called friend is 8 months pregnant. This girl is texting her calling her, saying all manners of nastiness to her, like, oh, y'all are out eating corn, today, but yesterday he was doing whatever. And you're witnessing that and you're seeing these messages, and you want to say that your perception in that moment was that her and Melody were friends, and that Melody was teaching her how to treat respectfully. Because let's be clear, Melody didn't know Destiny in the earlier points in time when Martell was cheating. Destiny came in the tail end of it all, when she was about ready to leave him. And so, for whatever reason, for legal purposes, if Melody needed to absolutely catch him in the act, so maybe she could get more alimony, which she deferred because she didn't want nothing from him, then that could have been why she was telling the girl, okay, let me know when he's over there, so I can know for sure. I can bring this to my lawyer as a proof of the infidelity that is still continuing, so that when I go to court and I ask for XYZ, I know that I'm going to get it because I have solid proof of the infidelity, and not you know just my word against his. Because Destiny be thinking that people's stupid. And she thought Melody wasn't going to admit to the parts of it that were true. But the rest of it, Destiny knows good and goddamn well she was adding sauce to the story. And I hate people who do that. Just stick to the truth. Just be like, Melody, you know that I've been in your presence a few times when Coleslaw was DMing you and you were DMing back. Now, I don't know, what y'all were saying to each other, but I was there when these things were happening. Say that. Because if that's the truth, that's the truth. If you were there when a phone call was happening, say, I've heard y'all talking on the phone where you said XYZ to her, but leave it at that. Don't go adding sauce to it now by saying, oh, y'all stayed on the phone. Girl, you only knew Melody for like 2 years. You only knew her for 2 years. Y'all only friends for 2 years. And one of those years, she was separated from the dude and subsequently got a divorce. So this is how we even know you're lying. I can't with Destiny.
So she said to her it looked like it because you guys you posted something on social media. And when it was wrong. So she said to her.
And then she gets caught.
Back in the day, Melody, she was a big cheating, and your partner never knows. There's one thing if you cheat and you don't really give a damn. It's fun. This is what I want to do. You kind of got a little arrogance and a little real disrespect going on at that point. I'm not going to sit on the phone with a woman that I know is cheating with my man. I'm just not going to do that. Watching them interact, watching them have conversations, it's like watching her teach this woman how she wants.
You're full of BS, Destiny, and you know this.
I just really can't sit in a room with someone that will lie to my face. Stop playing! So I know I was what? So you didn't say that. You didn't
Girl, a mess. A mess. She got caught in her own lie, and now she's getting mad. And really and truly, she wasn't mad at Melody per se. I think she was already mad because she had to sit there talking to Sunny. And even when she was talking to Sunny and she said, oh, I got a man, a fine man, she said no. And what I mean by that is her mouth was in the affirmative, like, yes, I have a man, and yes, he is fine, but she was nodding no. Now, if y'all watch those behavior body language analysis videos on YouTube, these are some of the things that they point out. When somebody's speaking in the affirmative, but they are nodding no, they're lying. they're lying. Like, she wanted Sunny to believe so badly that, yeah, girl, I've moved on. I got a new man. But how you saying, yes, you got a new man, but your head is not in no, I don't have a new man, and no, he is not fine. It's like, I'm I observe stuff like that, y'all. Y'all gotta see with me. Kay Hayes says, so in the confessional, she said it was just like watching, but at the table, she said she was teaching her. Right, contradicting herself. Put in 45 on a 5. Put in 45 on a 5. Destiny does this. She does it all the time. And if people are actually paying attention to how she speaks, they would realize that this is her mode of operation, where she sprinkles in a little bit of truth. She sprinkles in a little bit of truth into a whole lot of lies, right? But this is what it's like, y'all. It's like putting red Kool-Aid in some water. Now, even if you put a tiny pinch, of red Kool-Aid in some water, in a glass of water, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? All you're going to see is that now the water is red. All it's going to give is Kool-Aid. And so that's what Destiny does. She sprinkles in a little bit of Kool-Aid into the truth, that is the water, and now the water is red, and all you see is the lies. That's all you see. Forget that, it's not a deep red. You're still seeing the red. So when the lie is overpowering the truth, and then you have people who are focused on the lie that was said, that's what they're going to run with. So I'm sure that when we wake up tomorrow and we walk down these YouTube streets, we're going to see a lot of Mellow Hater content creators saying, oh, Destiny clocked Melody, and Melody was on the phone with Ariane, and they're going to try to psychoanalyze it and say Destiny was telling the truth. And they played the flashback of Melody saying, oh, respectful cheating, but that was also out of context, because what Melody said in that scene was apparently. See, context matters. Melody said, apparently, there is a respectful way of cheating. I'm learning. That's what she said. She was being super sarcastic in that scene. Destiny, she wasn't even present in season 1, child. Melody didn't even know her in season 1. So why is she talking about back in the day, Melody was a big proponent of respectful cheating? Girl, you didn't even know this lady then. You're pulling from something from the TV show from season 1 and using that as your smoking gun? To back up this narrative that you want to put out here? And I can't wait to see what she about to say on Psycho Mondays, Delusional Mondays. The fact that Mel said she does not know anything about her divorce proves she wasn't Mel's friend. Mel thought they were friends, but Destiny was using her. And in the Ooh Lady's first panel, she basically said that she wasn't transparent because she didn't really trust Mel. And let me play that part.
You were with Martell, and you mentioned that you and Mel leaned on each other because y'all both had been through divorce. And I was like, well, where? Because it didn't match with what we were seeing in the previous season.
It makes sense. That conversation, and if you really watch the scene and pay attention to the lighting, by the time I told her I was divorced, it was dark.
and you could see that it had turned to dark because we had a whole conversation, and it was just like, well, I just want to let you know that it's official. It's final.
Because you found out as a surprise anyway.
Right.
That's what it sounded like. You mentioned earlier that you found out about your own divorce as a surprise anyway.
So because after that, we got back together. So it wasn't a surprise.
Okay.
That
Gotcha.
Okay.
The
final.
And also, y'all, you realize how much she's talking about LeBeric in this interview. Ooh, is Shenita live? Okay. Well, Dr. Shenita, you didn't tell us that we can't. That
They like this. Go.
Oh my God! Why does this song keep playing every time?
So once again, I can address not. It's so crazy to me.
I'm playing Dr. Shenita's live.
Tomorrow I'm gonna go live. Tomorrow I'm gonna go live and I'm gonna talk.
Thank you,
about
JOM
I'm
Hayden.
gonna talk about Carlos. I'm gonna talk about Dr. Heavenly. Because I got an opinion on that. I'm gonna talk about what's that girl name? Destiny tomorrow. I promise. I even had to go live. I'm not even capable of going to sleep. I'm not even capable of going to sleep at this point. I'm so
triggered and annoyed. Yeah.
Common sense is not common.
It's really not.
And what's so crazy is everybody, this is what I know. This is how I know people don't have common sense. Y'all watch 15 minutes. Do y'all know to feed that many people and a television crew how long we were in that restaurant? We was in that restaurant for hours. Okay? That's factual. Let's just start with that. And I'll talk about it tomorrow. That's just number one, right? Like we just have
I hope y'all are hearing it.
Sense. But here's the other part. Somebody keep asking why I keep asking questions. I kept asking questions because I was trying to keep up with everything that was going on. Because it kept blowing my mind. 1 minute we'll be in a good place. Next minute we're not in a good place. Next minute another person show up. Now you got to get the story from another person. And then you got to... So it's so crazy. It's so contradictory. I can't wait to go live tomorrow. It's so contradictory to say, Mel told me everything, but yet y'all mad that I keep asking questions. Make up your mind. Like, make up your mind. Make up your mind. Somebody sent me something on TikTok, and I really just went and I was reading the comments. Some people said I asked too many questions, but then somebody else said that if she told me everything, why am I asking questions?
Why are you asking questions?
Why am I
Right.
asking questions? I'm asking questions because it didn't make sense. And again, tomorrow we could talk. The girl, when I meet somebody and they tell me they have a fiance, and I don't know their whole background of their story, and they say,
I got a husband.
Fiance. And now, later on, you talking, and then you say, my husband. I'm like, what? You got a husband? What?
And you could see that Shenita was genuinely confused.
Now you got a husband. My whole premise is, don't throw rocks at a glass house. It don't matter if the situations is the same, not the same, sort of the same. You ever heard that saying where somebody be like, just sit this one out? Like, girl, just don't even talk. Just sit this one out. That was like my interpretation. Not that I knew her, not that all the situations was the same, but it's just some arguments I'm not jumping in or being a part of when when my house not clean. Somebody was like, oh, well, you see when Destiny was saying certain stuff to Mel, Shenita was quiet because I ain't know. How can I jump in, defend,
exactly,
or have a say in some stuff that they was talking about that I had no clue about? I wasn't there 30 seasons ago when they was talking about. I remember when Mel had the album release, but I wasn't at the album release. So how can I get involved in the conversation with Mel and Destiny when I was listening effectively to hear what was going on? Because I really didn't know.
Makes sense.
I really didn't know.
To me.
So
Y'all, I'm
Before I went
listening
sleep,
to Dr. Shenita's live on my other phone.
I realized tonight, common sense is
It's not
common.
common.
That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I realized tonight that some people are just consumed on just.
I want to ask her in the live
disrespect other people.
What Destiny meant by knowing her from 10 years ago.
Everybody's allowed to have an opinion, but I don't. Why I gotta be a man for another week? I thought we was just past this. You can scroll through my page. You see pregnancy pictures. You see I'm a man for another week. I don't want to be a man for another week. I don't want to be strong-faced. I apologize. God made my face this way. I'm white chicks. We have been in the water. Common sense.
Right, KAs, they're not.
Being called names for another week, I really thought we was past
the
this.
people that don't like Mel aren't going to like Shenita at all.
Christian community, very conservative. Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm trying to read these comments. Common sense is not common. Yeah, like, what is this? Did I work? I can't wait till tomorrow. Somebody asked me a question. I'm going to address this real quick, and then we're going to laugh about this tomorrow. Me. Do I look like I worked at the same place Destiny worked at? Do y'all know this girl even had me questioning myself? I had to call the top 5 people in my life and send Destiny's picture. Like, do we know her? Like, you know how you got friends and all your friends know everybody that you know? You know how your friends, like, you got a set of friends that they know everybody that you know, right? We all got those kind of people, right? Do you know how many people I called? Like, do we know a girl named Destiny? They like, no. I'm like, let me see. They like, send me a picture. Everybody. I didn't even watch the show. I don't even know, because I'm only watching what y'all sent me on TikTok. But what, girl? What? You know?
Yeah, she said she know you from 10 years ago.
Know me.
She like the same old Shenita from 10 years ago. I was like,
people play all
what?
day.
How she know
When
you
I
from
say
10 years ago?
Play all day. When I say what? Let me ask y'all one question. I'm about to go sleep. I'm about to ask one question. I promise y'all I'm about to go sleep. All I want to know, that's what I'm asking you. Hold on. This all I want to know. I got one question, y'all. This all I want to know. One question. Did they play, because I didn't watch it, when Destiny said, yeah, your job, on God, I said I had a job?
What?
Do you know I'm unemployable? Do you know how long it's been since I worked for somebody and collect a job? Me, a job. I can name every job that I ever had in my entire life. And when I moved to Atlanta, Georgia as an entrepreneur. I owned a sports management company. I worked for NBA and NFL players, and there's enough of them on Instagram that can vouch for it if y'all get bored enough and start going to hit them up and be like, did Shenita used to work for you? So I moved here.
You did say that, Kay.
We're going to talk about this real quick, and I'm about to go to bed. I moved here because at the time when I was living and working in Chicago, all my players had got traded at once. So it was almost like God was like, okay, it's time to have a change of environment, because majority of my players was playing for the Pistons, the Bulls, the Milwaukee Bucks. It was like everybody got traded at the same time. So when I moved to Atlanta, literally, I was making a transition because the athletes that I worked for made a transition. That was number one, right? I had a job. The job
she big delusional, Natisha. She Destiny big delusional.
One of them, I don't even know if you really want to call a job. One, yes, was a restaurant, but Destiny did not work at that restaurant in Buckhead, and I loved that restaurant. It used to be called Milan. It was over there by Lenox. I lived on Peachtree, no flex, but I lived in Buckhead. So literally, I could damn near walk to Lenox Mall from my old house. So I used to wait tables at night because I was cute. And I wanted shoe and purse money, right? So that was like my shoe. but it wasn't no Destiny there. Job number 2, I used to count money. Okay, that is a fact. It is a Atlanta known fact, and Destiny definitely didn't work there. So I don't know what that girl was talking about. That's the name. That's the restaurant she named. She did not name Milan. I don't know what she named Milan. The restaurant was Milan. She wasn't a hostess. No, it's a lie. It's a lie. Tell her she gonna have to go pull up something, because I'm the one that told her the name of the restaurant. And if she was a hostess there, I did not know her. She was not my friend, and we did not hang out. I even ended up having a baby shower after I quit my job there. I love that restaurant so much that literally I ended up having my baby shower there. But I did not work with her. I don't have her phone number. She is not stored in my phone. She don't have one photo with me. Like, literally, me running into that girl in St. Thomas was my first personal interaction. So I don't know. No. She gonna have to find somebody to prove them facts. She gonna have to go find an old manager. No. And the girls that I waited tables with, no disrespect, back then, majority were Caucasian. It was no black people that worked at that restaurant. It was in Buckhead. Did you hear me say Buckhead? So there were 2 girls that worked there that I loved. I remember those 2. They were Caucasian. They were roommates. We talked all the time. It was a mixed girl that worked there. Me and her talked all the time. It was a bunch of guy, like,
Destiny has so much. It's
no, Destiny, stop.
at this point in time.
No. And y'all see all that rah-rah. All that rah-rah. That's why I'm not even built nor want to be on TV, because I don't want to be triggered. All that rah-rah. Oh, Carlos told her to say that. Like, what? Like, oh. And if we want to talk about job number 3, somebody just said the word candy. I did work with Candy Burrs when I moved here, too. I was at the candy factory for about 2 or 3 years. Destiny wasn't over there either. So I don't know what she is talking about. But tomorrow, I'm going to break it all down. I don't even care. And now, all of a sudden, she lived in Atlanta. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But I really had a headache. And I had promised myself I wanted to have a very structured, strategic live, so I could really say a lot of things that bothered me. But this is just more super confirmation that I would never do
when
TV.
When did Destiny state the name of the restaurant?
What year did I work at Milan?
People are saying that in the live that Destiny said that the restaurant was Milan.
I got married in 2005. So I worked at Milan. Don't quote me. We talking about over 24 years ago. Y'all trying to make me remember. Let me see. Anywhere between 2000 2004. I don't.
Nisa, she said it in the confessionals. Okay.
I don't remember.
I didn't watch the show. I watched the clips from.
I don't remember, but that's when.
OMFG.
That's how far it was.
Instagram.
Destiny's job is being a fraud. I don't know the exact year. I don't know, but I don't know. Tomorrow we can talk about it. I'll try to go figure it out, and I'll try to find it.
That's crazy though.
Which baby shower? I went back to have my baby shower at Milan in 2000, and I had Jada in 2007. So 2006. No, that's wrong. I would have had a baby shower. Jordan was born 2006.
That's some single white female and type stuff.
2006.
That's what that
beginning
is.
Beginning 2007. I don't know. Let me tell you something. 24 years ago. I can't remember 24 years ago. She stated it was over 20 years ago. She said it's during the casting couch interviews. Okay, she can say whatever she wants to on God. I can go do a lie detector or whatever. I don't know that girl. I don't.
That's scary.
I don't.
That is scary.
She said it was before 2006. Okay. Oh, listen, one more time.
K Hayes, remember Tiffany said
she
that?
worked at Milan, and I worked at Milan, which was not a big restaurant. It wasn't even 30 tables in that restaurant. Congratulations, Destiny. You worked at Milan. Maybe we worked at a restaurant at the same time. What does that mean? We weren't friends. We didn't hang out. I don't know you. I don't know nothing about you. I don't know nothing about your past. I don't have no ill will against you. I don't have nothing bad to say about you. The only thing that I'm going to stand 10 toes down is that girl didn't steal your man, because how can you steal somebody that married somebody else? So clearly he made a choice, and I don't even understand why that's still an argument. So what do you want from this? What do you want from it? What are you proving? What do you win?
I need a timeline too, K Hayes.
Let's say for giggles, we did work at the same restaurant. What does that prove? What? That I had a job to buy Gucci shoes and purses when I ain't know no better? Because everybody that knew me when I moved to Atlanta knew I worked in sports management. So make this thing make sense. So I don't know. What is this? It's okay. I'm trying to go through this thing. I don't know. I don't know. What'd you say, Sabrina? Sabrina gonna lose her. What is it? She's saying don't talk to them unless they donate. No, they donated. A lot of people. Oh, so Sabrina, I'm gonna talk to you, and I'm about to go because I'm gonna do a long live tomorrow. Destiny is a girl who is part-time on a
Sabrina,
TV show.
I donated.
Went on vacation with my friend. Didn't even know Destiny was gonna be there. Didn't even know her name. Didn't even know the girl's name until she got to the table. So this is what she pulled on me, Sabrina. We sitting there for a long time or whatever. Everybody talking. I only heard of her name because they were talking about the other table. So when she get there, she say something and she say, I'm from Detroit. I say, oh, you from Detroit? What up, though? Of course they're not going to show y'all that part. It's TV, y'all. So the girl say, oh, I'm from Detroit. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm from Detroit. What up, though? Or something of whatever the thing is. That's a Detroit thing. We're going to greet each other no matter what. So I greet or whatever the case may be. In the midst of one of their banters, back and forth or whatever the case may be, she hit me. You know how they like to do on TV when people say they know you? Oh, Shenita, you know me. I'm like, I know you. So I'm like, I know her. She's like, yeah, you know me from your job. We used to have a job together. I'm like,
what
I
job?
had a job? That's literally what came out of my mouth. That's why I'm like, did they show that part? Because I was like, no, I'm not on TV again, friend. I was just visiting, friend. On God, if I could take it back. If I could take it all back, Sabrina, no, I'm not on TV again. Don't want to be on TV. Never. Nobody can ever ask me to come do nothing ever again in life.
I think that's what it is. I think Destiny heard that from somebody.
She hit me with the,
and she repeated it.
From your job. I'm like, I had a job. Now, Sabrina, you're going to know how to follow this story where I know she lying and it don't make sense because she mixed two things together. She said, yeah, you know white chocolate, a.k.a. Monique. I do. That's one of my best friends. So I'm like, white chocolate. I'm thinking to myself now, so you used to be a dancer? Destiny, I'm confused.
Was she a dancer?
So I'm like, huh? And then I was like, the only job I know that I worked in Atlanta was at a restaurant called Milan or whatever the case may be. And then literally,
not Destiny, right. Told
so that's
herself
what I'm saying.
then.
So I'm like, allegedly. What the hell? You so stupid. I hate you, Sabrina. Sabrina, I'm about to get off live just because of you. So literally, I even called White Chocolate. It was like, you know somebody named Destiny? She like, no. I'm like, this girl just said your name. She said my name. She said, send me a picture. I send her a picture. She like, I don't know this girl. I'm like, are you sure? She like, yeah. So I send it to Ray. Ray, you know a girl named Destiny? She like, send me the girl picture. I sent her a picture. She like, I don't know this girl. Tequila, you know, do we know somebody named Destiny? They like, no, we don't know nobody named Destiny. I'm like, okay.
Not the Glam University in the chat
What is she
talking
talking
about.
about?
We know
And then
her
after
from
that, I just
Stokers.
left
She
her
was
home.
an amazing
So, I don't know.
dancer.
So that's it. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. Meech told me on a collect call about
Ooh,
Sabrina,
ooh.
I'm going to get off the phone because you're childish, and that's not what they're talking about tonight. What is this? Your philanthropy resume. Listen, I got a pimple on my face. I'm over here trying to. What is it? So the information you told, she repeated exactly on God. I love whoever just said that.
Miss
Miss
Talkative.
Talkative, you are correct. You win the prize, Miss Talkative.
Miss Talkative said, so
If
the
you go
information
back
you told her, she
and
repeated
watch
in the confessional.
the TV, I don't know what they played. I say, what job? Then 20 years, I had to go back in my mind to say, where was I employed? Sabrina, I'm about to kick you off my life. I can't. Go to sleep, Sabrina.
Sabrina is cutting up.
Sabrina is gone off my life.
People go run
Sabrina
with
is
it
playing
and
on my
say
life. She
Destiny
got
was
kicked
a
off my life.
dancer because
I don't want
Sabrina
to deal
in
with
there
that all
cutting
week.
up.
Sabrina like to play. I don't have time to play. Sabrina is kicked off my life. She'll call my phone in a minute because she played too much. So
maybe Carlos did tell her to say it.
okay, this is how we're gonna end this live. I need y'all to do two things. They didn't show you in Destiny. Thank you. Okay, praise God. We getting somewhere. Somebody just said they did not show you in Destiny having a job conversation. This is what we're gonna end on. I'm gonna help y'all. She came to a table. They was talking about whatever they was talking about. She didn't like when I was talking about something to somebody else. Da 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 da. I did block Sabrina. I don't have time. I don't have time for nonsense. Some stuff I'm not gonna entertain at this big old age of mine. I love her, but some of the stuff she was saying was just inappropriate and not the right time. It's just some stuff to me is just not funny at all. It's just not. Especially we grown now. We got kids. Some stuff I just don't play about. Back to what I was saying. She hits me with the, oh, Shenita, you know me. I'm like, where do I know you from? She goes, oh, you know the job. I'm like, what job? I was like, I had a job. I wish they would have played that. The whole table bust out laughing. We laughed so hard for about 5 minutes because I was like, I had a job. And we laughed because it was the way I said it. I wasn't being fun. We laughed so hard because we was cracking up because I was like, I had a job. And we laughed. And then when we got off of that, I was like, where was the, I had a job? Then I was like, where did I work at? I told y'all she was going to call me. I knew she was going to call me. When I say I knew Sabrina was going to call me, I knew she was going to call me. That says The Art of Confession. I don't know where that is. Can y'all send it to me? Because I don't know where she did. She know you in a confession. Can somebody please send it to me? Because tomorrow I'm going to tear that thing up, Destiny. On God. I can't wait to tear this up. Baby, you're going to go get all the receipts
old lady,
and the work. You know
from
me.
OMFG
me.
Reality.
Not what you think. Not other people that you know, that you know, that you know. You know me. You're going to have to take me back. You're going to tell me. It's no way. No. Y'all don't have to name call. I'm not name calling nothing. I just want to know.
They weren't talking to you, Shenita. They were talking to the people in the chat.
She said she know you, and I'm still the same. That girl said she know me?
That's what she said in the confessional. I saw that on OMFG's Reality. She said, still the same old Shenita from 10 years ago.
What? Y'all lying. She said that you're loud, and you... Yeah, back in the day, I was loud and I talked too much, but that talking got me all the way to the United Nations. That talking got me in order to be an ambassador in multiple countries. That talking got me to be able to sit with presidents, diplomats, and royal families. That talking put me in a place and a position to make money for my family. So if I talk, I talk and I get paid a lot to do it. What's your point? Girl, you better find somebody loud. I'm not even loud because I don't even talk to people. This is the first time I literally came back outside. I popped back out. I wish I would scroll through my Instagram and look and see, do it look like I be outside? I got kids. I got stuff that I'm focused on. I be in Africa. I don't even be paying attention to what's going on in these United States. This girl's trying to talk about over 20 years ago. Talk about right now. Talk about what I'm doing right now. That's what you need to be talking about, not 20 years ago. Girl, I wasn't even the same person I was last week. So how am I going to be the same person I was 20 years ago that you're trying to make me remember working in a restaurant? What? And again, I'm trying to figure out what it is that she's trying to prove. You know what she want to do? She really want to take me there, but I'm not going to go there. Definitely not going to go there. I was about to say something that was old, Shenita. I really was. I'm going to get off. That's what I'm going to do. Because I know where this is going and where.
Shenita, protect your peace. Protect your peace.
She said I was loud and talked, and I was still the same. She don't know me. What?
Get off the live, Shenita. Don't let her.
Somebody find me that girl's phone number so I could call her. I wish somebody who had my other phone number had that girl. I would call her. What?
Don't we call her at 1:20?
I'm going live tomorrow. It's Sunday. I need to do some stuff. Tomorrow at like 9 p.m. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
And we will be listening.
Tomorrow at 9 p.m. Yes, Karen. Seeing me and knowing me, you do not know me. And she took what Carlos said. Carlos said, I've been knowing Shenita, which he does. I'm going to address that tomorrow. For a very long time, she's very loud. She has a big personality. Now, all of a sudden, Destiny's talking about I'm loud. And she been knowing me. Girl, no, you don't. She said she was a whole...
Ooh, now I gotta go watch the whole episode just to see that part where she talks about being a hostess somewhere. Cause what? I'm confused.
Why?
I'm as confused
Why is this
as
girl
Shenita.
lying? Why is this girl lying?
Because wasn't Destiny a hair host? Was she
I can't
a hair
watch the
hostess
episode
or was she
because if
just
I
a
turn
hostess?
the camera around on my TV, I don't. Number one, y'all must be late pulling up on. I don't watch shows that my friends are on. And number two, I don't even have the channel to watch it. The only way I catch up is whatever y'all post on social media and TikTok. That's how I catch up.
A mess.
What? Tried to talk about the other people. What?
Because
I don't know what she's talking about.
Moses said he met her in Atlanta.
Maybe you can save her.
And he said she was working for Delta.
What? I'm about to go. I'm about to get off. Can somebody send me where that girl said she knew me? Y'all about to make me wake up my best friend. That's all I'm getting ready to do. My best friend told me good night over 40 minutes ago. So I'm getting ready to wake up somebody because I'm getting off of here. And I'm waking up people.
Remember her daddy dated hotel mama.
Tomorrow 9 p.m.
That's what Destiny
9 p.m.
Shop.
Somebody said drink some alive. If I drink alive, I'll be up all night.
Somebody. I don't know.
I'm about to take some dreaming spray
Destiny's
over there
always attached to somebody in some way, shape, or form. It's weird.
9 p.m. tomorrow. I can't wait.
That's what her life coach needs to address.
Me? I don't know. Text me. What is this? I'm so mad right now. That lady says she know me. Good night, y'all. I'm mad.
And she ended the live. She said, this girl trying to attach herself to me like she know me for real. And I don't know her. I would kind of be mad too, because how you gonna try to put it out there like we worked at the same place together, and it's the sick. Because what I saw in OMFG's reality, what I saw from the confessional was her saying, "Oh, same old Shenita that I knew from 10 years ago, still loud and still talking a lot." So I was like, "Damn, she know." Oh, she knows Shenita, okay, but Shenita is like, I don't know her, and I believe Shenita because she is perturbed. This is what Destiny thinks she wants, but it's not going to work for her the way she thinks it will. She's not mad and does not have her ambition and work ethic. It's weird. K Hayes, it is some weirdo behavior. Okay? And the life coach on Monday, since they want to mirror um mental health topics with the show, needs to find out from Destiny why she needs to be attached to every single person Melody is attached to. Why she needs to create friendships and relationships and bonds with people that Melody has been attached to in some way, shape, or form. Her life coach needs to ask her if because she looks like she did not want to be on that trip. Her life coach needs to ask her, why did you choose to be on that trip when you're not even a full-time cast member? You could have made the decision to not go. Melody told us there are things when she asks them who are gonna be there and they tell her who's gonna be there, she says, "Nope, I'm not going." But Melody can do that because she don't need the check like that. Because remember, you get paid per episode, right? The more you film is the more episodes you might end up in. Well, clearly you can also film an entire event and they scrap the whole event, because remember they posted not posted, they filmed Stormy's
You said it.
they filmed
You said it. I did not.
Why am I playing that? They
You said it. I did not.
Calm down, Jesus. They filmed Stormy's birthday party and then they didn't show it to us. So Nell Fletcher better hope that she didn't waste all that time and energy to do a whole vow renewal that might not even end up on the show. So again, the more you film is the more episodes that you might end up in. So is it that Destiny just needed the money that much that she knew good and goddamn well that it was Melody's trip? She says Mel don't F with her. She don't F with Mel. Just like Melody don't F with Martell. And when he's going to be someplace, Melody says, yeah, deuces, I'm not going to be there. Destiny could have said, you know what? I'm going to sit this girl's trip out. When my friends are the core of the people who I hang out with on the show, when they're back from the girls trip, we can go hang out in Kiki and they can tell me all the drama. She could have done that. She could have been on some, when Tisha comes back and she's giving her the lowdown, she could have had, Tisha could have been telling her, oh, your name came up several times because Sunny was there. And she could have been on, why were they talking about me when I wasn't even there? Why am I the topic of conversation? But she couldn't do that because she don't got the finances to be able to sit out not going to work for a day or two. I'm just saying. Love Me says Destiny is getting ready to have a lot of people coming at her head. I hope she is ready. And I don't think that she's ready. On tonight's episode, she really looks like she did not want to be there. Remember, people even said that when Nell Fletcher had posted to her story on the yacht, or the catamaran, Melody said it was, when we first saw Destiny in the shot, she looked like she was not having a good time. She looked like she did not want to be there. And Melody said in her TikTok live that when she was going around checking on people, in their rooms, being, a gracious Southern belle, she had a conversation with Destiny where, Destiny was just letting her know that she was having a hard time mentally, with the whole Sunny stuff. And that's when Melody found out that Destiny didn't know that Sunny was going to be on the trip. So for the people who like to say, oh, it was a production trip and production paid for everything and da 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 da, let's talk about this. Do y'all finally understand now how production will set these people up? Because Carlos said, oh, let's talk about that. Carlos said that whenever they are doing an event or anything, that every member of his cast knows everyone who's going to be there, that everyone is told who is going to be at whatever event. It's never a surprise. So why allegedly was Destiny telling Melody that she didn't know that Sunny was going to be on the trip? And Melody said to her, oh my God, I thought that you knew that she was going to be on the trip. And Destiny was like, no, I didn't know. And Destiny said to her life coach that she was triggered a lot filming the season. So I don't think that she is ready for all the commentary that's going to come out later on this morning. Because by the time we get to 4 o'clock tomorrow, all the millimeter content creators would have done their reviews, and then also the non-millimeter content creators would have also done their reviews. And when we go to Monday, people are still going to be talking about it. Then if she goes live with her life coach and they talk about it and she says some dumb ish on that platform, people are going to be talking about it again, and it's just going to be a continuous thing. And unfortunately, we know that there are some people in every sector that does way too much, and I pray to God that there's nobody that says that they are a millimeter who's going to be over there in Destiny's comments, whether on YouTube or on Instagram, saying no nasty stuff to her for them to say, see, there goes Melody's fans doing the most. Please, y'all. And I know none of the people who, are subscribed to me over here will ever do no ish like that. But for, the ones who are listening in the bushes that are mellow haters, I want you to listen to me, a fan of Melody, saying that we don't do that type of stuff over here. We talk about the show. We talk about the character of the people on the show. We talk about the facts as we see them in the public domain, whether it's a court case or whether it's things that they have done and said online. And that's where we leave it at. Outside of that, we're not going to nobody's comment section or to anybody's DMs to be nasty to them like some of y'all on the other side. I call y'all the mellow haters. The way y'all be sliding into Melody's DMs, leaving her nasty messages. So let's make that clear for all you mellow haters listening. Because I know some of y'all are in here. It is a single black female behavior. It's exactly what it is. She wants everything that Melody has, including whatever trash Melody puts out. If Melody says that she's not cool with somebody, Destiny will be cool with them the next day. That's weird behavior to me. Because see, for me, if me and somebody had beef While I was cool with a friend, when me and that friend falls out, I can't be cool with you. Because I'm not going to forget the negative things that you did or said about me while me and my friend were still cool. Because otherwise, what are we doing? We're linking up based on a common theme, and the common theme is our dislike for that other friend. I don't got time for that. If I gotta sit around you and all we gonna do is exchange stories about my ex-friend, then that's not the type of foundation I want to build a friendship on. If I can't build a solid friendship with you on the merits of I think you're cool and you think I'm cool and it's not about anybody else, then I don't want that type of friendship. But these, as Melody said, 40-year-old women, they are all out here on some high school stuff. Like, oh, y'all are not friends anymore? Oh, come be my friend so we can trash talk her. So that we can plot on how to take her down. But anything that is built on a faulty foundation, it will crumble. And I asked earlier yesterday during my live, I asked, did I monetize that live? Let me see, child. Now that I'm talking about it. I did. I asked earlier, yesterday during my live, I asked, what is the fallout going to look like when Destiny refuses to abandon her friendship with Martell for Tisha, who is not cool with Martell at this moment? I wonder what that's going to look like. Destiny wants people talking about her, but it's not going to bring any money to her. People talked about Slaw too, and they didn't buy her products. But Destiny was on a live the other day talking about products, and she didn't even have the products to show. Like, who is teaching her TikTok? Who is teaching her about TikTok? I heard Melody say, and guess what? I love to learn from people, right? And I heard Melody say during one of her TikTok lives that if they are talking about a product during the TikTok shop, if they're in the TikTok shop and they're talking about a product and they don't have the product visible in the live, then they can like get a strike or whatever from TikTok. So how was she in that live talking about products and she didn't have any to show, nothing to demonstrate? That was crazy to me. Like, girl, if you're going to do it, do it the right way. Like, I'm hopeful that tomorrow, well, not, yeah, tomorrow, because today is Sunday, on Monday night when she goes live, I am hopeful for her sake that she's going to have some products. Put some products on the counter or the table where you are hosting these lives. Put a cart behind you with some of those sprays or whatever in the background before you get into the live and you start talking mess about Melody and you try to put another 45 on 5 and talk about how she was talking to Ariana or whatever. Market your products, girl. Market your products. Invite a friend over and a friend who has never smelled your spray or something. See, Destiny, I'm trying to teach you because I believe in constructive criticism. Because we can drag you all day long and we can talk about your character, but the truth is you got a little boy that you need to provide for. So if I was part of your branding team, I was part of your marketing team, I would say you're doing your lives and that's fine, But how about before you get into the details, of whatever it is that you're going to talk about in your live, you showcase some of your sprays. You talk about some of your sprays. You learn about, whatever notes. Sorry, y'all, I gotta text something. When she's talking about, those sprays, I don't know, what are the characteristics, what's the top note, what's the middle note, what's the base note, like all of those things. What's the intensity of the spray? Is it going to be subtle? Is it going to be airy? Is it going to be strong? Is it long lasting? Is it going to give drama? Like and since she's saying that she's also doing room sprays, when I smell it in my room, is it going to be, uplifting? Is it going to be invigorating? Is it more of like a daytime room spray? Is it more floral, delicate, feminine, elegant? Or is it like a woody, earthy scent, which is more perfect for like evening time? Like, these are the things that she should be saying when she goes live. Like, obviously she doesn't have a team, but these are things that are Googleable. Like, how can I market a room spray? What are some of the things that I should be saying when I'm describing this spray? How can I market a body spray? What are some of the selling points that I can use in marketing this room spray? She could literally enter this into Chat GPT as a prompt, and it will give her a list of talking points. She could probably put it into Google too. I see Google has that AI thing right now in Google Chrome. She can enter it into that and it will tell her the talking points. These are some of the things that she should be doing in her lives. Put up a discount code since you want to keep it on YouTube, right? If she wants to stay on YouTube doing her messy mental Mondays or messy delusional Mondays, what she can do is set up a discount code for her website. And while she's in the chat, she says to the people who are listening, okay, guys, I'm going to break down the episode, me and my life coach. But what I want to see is 10 people go to the website right now, use the discount code Big D Energy, and I want to see 10 people purchase one of these body sprays. Ooh, my tummy is rumbling. One of these body sprays before I get into the episode. Girl, that's what you do if you really want to sell stuff. And then when those 10 people purchase, you sprinkle some breadcrumbs. You don't even get into the nitty-gritty of the episode. You don't even get into the body of the episode. You make it lightweight. And add some more information in there about your spray. But see, you got to be entertaining to be able to do that, because Melody had people entertained for about 2 hours on her live where she sold products, but she still gave us a little bit of, stuff about the episode. She still gave us a little bit of tea. And it was piping hot. It wasn't even some lukewarm tea. It was some piping hot tea. Because, girl, why is Melody paying your bills still? And y'all are not even friends. Why are you out here owing people? Allegedly. But that's what Destiny should be doing. Then when 10 people purchase, You talk for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And when that 25 minutes is up, you say, okay, so guys, we want to go into the next scene of the show. But before we get into the next scene, now I want to see 20 people go to the website and make a purchase. And I'm looking at my Shopify right now. So I'm going to know, you know, how many people are looking at the website and how many people are purchasing. And when I see 20 sprays purchased, I'm going to talk about this next scene. But you see, a life coach would have been telling her to do that. A life coach would have been telling her to do that. Because, see, a lot of people, they might be watching, they might not like her, but to get the tea, they might go over there and buy something because they want her to talk about the episode so that they can get content. I'm just talking from a marketing standpoint. I could be wrong, y'all. Y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. But Destiny, if you listen to this live, please understand that we gonna drag you, but we gonna give you some constructive criticism, girl. Because if you're gonna do business, do it right. Do it right. There's a problem that my husband has with me, that I have all these business ideas, but I don't execute any of them because I want everything to be perfect. And whenever I do it, it's going to be perfect because, or maybe not perfect, but at least my ducks are going to be in a row because I have a plan. And I don't think Destiny has a plan when it comes to business. I think that she just felt like I'm on the show, and when I come back to Love and Marriage Huntsville, people are going to support me, and I can say that I have a body spray and people are just going to buy. Melody Cherie is who she is, and she still has to get up every day and grind. She still has to get up every day and market. She still has to get up every day and promote her products. It's called brand visibility. Because if Melody would just sit at home, not doing lives, not talking about her products, not talking about the benefits of her products, not sharing when she has new products, then guess what? Even as a fan, you wouldn't know what was going on with her and 7th Avenue. And if it's not in the forefront of your brain, and this is marketing, if the product is not at the forefront of your brain, you might forget to buy it. But if something is visible every single day, then what's going to happen is it's going to set off some wires in your brain. Because I don't know how many of you have been to university, how many of you have studied business, but one of the reasons why when you're doing a business degree, you also have to do a little bit of psychology is because marketing is all about psychology. It's all about understanding people's behavior. It's all about understanding how people's minds work. And once you understand consumer behavior, then you're able to market your product effectively and you're able to sell your products effectively. And a part of consumer behavior is people need to see what you're selling. They need to see it over and over and over and over again. And that's gonna send off signal to the brain. Like, hey, I'm watching this TV show and an ad for Tide is on. That just reminded me that I'm about to be out of laundry detergent. Let me go on Instacart and order a bottle. Oh, I'm watching Melodies live, and I've always wanted to do to get into a proper skincare regimen. And Melody's on her live and she's talking about her products, and people are saying how great the products are. okay, signals are being sent to my brain that I might need to try 7th Avenue. And then you try it and you like it and you're a repeat customer. But if you're not talking about your product every day, then there's no brand visibility, which means it's not at the forefront of people's brains, which means you're not going to make a lot of sales. And that was my and that was my business class. Oh my god. Yep. J.O. Hem Aiden, that's what Melody said. Destiny hired a DJ, I think, that is part of Melody's team. She met this DJ through Melody. The guy did some work for Destiny and she didn't pay him, and Melody ended up having to be the one to pay him. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. If that is true, then it also proves Destiny and Tisha aren't friends. Exactly. No producer could tell me not to tell my friend that somebody who she isn't effing with is on a girl's trip. Like, some way, shape, or form, I'm gonna text my friend like, girl, heads up, I want you to be ambushed, but Sunny's here. Tisha not a real one. Tisha's not a good friend. How you know that this girl is coming and you know Sunny is there, and at no point in time that whole night that y'all were there, you didn't text her and say, hey girl, you still coming? You're telling me Tisha didn't text Destiny at all that first day to find out if she's coming, to find out what her mental space is like? This is what you do as a real friend. You know Sunny is there. You call your friend up. You say, girl, how you feeling? Let's say the producers told Tisha, don't tell her. Right? Because we want her to show up, because we want the mess. All right, fine. Tisha respects their wishes and she doesn't tell Destiny because, this is her job. You still call your friend and you see where her mental is. How's she doing with everything that's going on with her? Is she in high spirits? Does she sound down? Does she sound angry? You bring up Sunny's name just because, just randomly, say, hey, since you last talked to Sunny at Stormy's event, have y'all had a conversation? And then if she answers you and she's annoyed or she's angry, she's like, I want to see that B, da 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 da. What am I talking to her for? Then that's when you know, if what the producers are telling you, you need to tell your girl that Sunny is on the trip. And if in that moment Destiny decided that she wasn't going to come because she didn't want to deal with that, then fine. But if she said, okay, I'm still going to come, I'll have to deal with her, I can be cordial, whatever the case may be, then fine. But to not have told her until she walked through the door in that shirt with her face on it, yeah, that tells me that Tisha is not a real one. Yep, thank you, Nisa. Tisha, not a real friend. Are they from? I don't feel like she even has to get Alibaba products. Let me put Destiny on real quick. Ooh, child. Let me put Destiny on real quick. Because, girl, there are places here in the USA. As I tell y'all, I have a business idea like every day. Wholesale. What's it called? Wholesale beauty. Ooh. Okay, here it goes. Wholesale natural body care. And the reason why I know this company is because when I did my accurate context about Stormy and whether, she's white labeling or private labeling, I talked about this company, and what even makes this company even more amazing is that the lady that owns this company, she is Jamaican. And also, y'all, for those of you who don't know, if you zoom into the hair care products that Letitia has for Macy and Mila, well, not if you zoom in, if you go to TikTok and you go to TikTok, let me go over to TikTok. You go over to TikTok and you type in Macy and Mila hair care. I'm promoting their products more than they promote their products, child. Okay. So you go to Macy and Mila and you go down, you scroll down to the bottom, it says about the product. And the details say manufacturer WNBC. WNBC, y'all, is Wholesale Natural Body Care. And they are a company that sells wholesale raw materials and ingredients for all your beauty products. Like, so if you're gonna do like a shampoo, conditioner, you're gonna do a body scrub, you're gonna do a body oil, they have all the ingredients. You can buy it in bulk and then you can bottle it yourself, or they can do the white labeling and the private labeling for you. And this lady that owns this company, she is a Jamaican. So if y'all are thinking about owning your own beauty brand, then y'all can go check them out. They have good stuff. Okay? So they also sell perfume oils, right? And they sell this in bulk. And they help you with the formulation, because I had done some research. Again, I come up with business ideas over and over again. And I'm doing research for a particular hair care product that I want to create, because my daughter, she has I guess you can call it dry scalp or whatever, those white flakes in her hair. Her, even when you oil her scalp, like it gets super like dry, and then you see those flakes. So I can't even put like a style in her hair that lasts for 2 weeks, because I have to wash her hair like every weekend because of that. And her hair is super dry as well. So I was trying to like research like medical reasons for why this is happening, and some of the different herbs and oils that I could use to help prevent this from happening. So anyways, while I was researching this company, I found that if you want to do perfumes, they help you with the mixing. So you can go into their lab and they help you with custom formulations. And here's the lady explaining it.
Natural Body Care. Today I want to talk about what is a custom formula and what is covered under the custom formulation fee. So a custom formula is where you get to create right from the beginning every aspect of the formula that it's going to take to make your product. Some examples of custom formulation would be a shampoo from scratch, a conditioner from scratch, a facial moisturizer from scratch. Any of those products that take complex formulation is considered a custom formula. The fee that Wholesale Natural Body Care charges for that varies. It begins at someone having to sit down and physically write out a formula for you. Mm-hmm. To do that, we charge $250 per hour. And it could take anywhere from 5 to 10 plus hours to complete just the formula aspect of that. And so once the formula is created for you, we'll write it, we give it to you for approval. Once we have done that, then you get to approve all of the aspects of the formula that we are introducing for you. And then we create what is considered a sample batch. A sample batch is a very small amount of the products. We put it together for you. We give you an estimate after we have completed the formula of what it will cost for you to put this. Guys, so this is Valerie with Wholesale Natural Body
So
Care.
y'all hear that?
Very demure. Very.
You hear that? For $250, for $250, Destiny can go to WNBC and they can formulate a whole perfume spray for her from scratch. Girl, I'm sure you can't afford $250. I am sure you can afford $250. Now, what it's going to cost, what it's going to cost after they have done the formulations and they have given you the small batch, the small sample batch, what it's going to cost for them to help you with the packaging and distribution and stuff like that, I don't know. But girl, you don't got to go through Alibaba. And I'm not saying that's where she's going through because I don't know. Let me go to Destiny's TikTok and see who her manufacturer is. Because thankfully, TikTok, you have to put all of this information. You have to put all of this information. Child, I want to hear her voice. Child, where is her shop? Okay, here we go. Her shop. Okay. Child, I'm going all the way down. Okay, so she doesn't have any manufacturer information. That's crazy. Wait, see more. That's interesting. She doesn't have a manufacturer information. Tisha, even Tisha got a manufacturer information on her thing. All right, let me see something because I want to prove something. Okay. That's interesting. Child, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know what happened with that, but there's no manufacturer information. So maybe she's saying that she owns the formula or whatever, then maybe that's the case. Because, yeah, I don't see any information for that. Let me go over to this shop to see. See, even Canvas Beauty has manufacturer Canvas Beauty brands. So, child, I don't know. Let me leave that alone because I don't want to be putting stuff out there that's, not factual and I don't understand what's going on with that. But yeah, for $250, she can go and get a consultation done, and that company will create a whole perfume line for her. Now, what the cost is going to be, as I said, I don't know. I want to find the video where they talk about the perfume oils and stuff. Where they talk about the custom scents for perfumes. I'm about to end this live soon, y'all. But again, if y'all want to start a beauty brand, y'all want to start a perfume line, listen, if you have $250 that want to invest in coming up with your own perfume formula or your own skincare line or whatever, there are places out here that for $250 they'll help you to do it. Like, this is 2024. Today I learned about people making money just taking pictures of houses and vacant lots. I didn't even know that was a business. I didn't know that being a notary, like, you can make $150 helping with the closing of like a sale on a house and stuff like that. Just going to the bank to sign, to notarize documents at a closing. I learned that today. I was like, dang, how do I sign up? How do I sign up for that? Where is the video? I want to find the video about the perfume oils and how they do the formulation for that. I saw it the other day and now I can't find it. Let me read y'all comments as I look. Nisa says, lesson 1, don't take business advice from Stormy and Marsaw. I mean, when it comes to Stormy, I would ask her to give me Kyle's number. Like, hey, yo, the one business advice that I need from you is, can I get Kyle's number? Some CCs have ordered from Destiny and she did. Ooh. If y'all are reading the screen, look at that. I'm not going to read that out. But is that right? That's interesting. I hope that is not true, Destiny girl. That is not a good look. Maybe those were like pre-orders, but then it should say that. If that's the case, I don't know. But if the case is that she was taking pre-orders, which means that she needed to have a certain amount of purchases before she could go order in bulk in order to ship, then it should say that on her website. Like, pre-order your body mist now or whatever. Child. A mess. I hope it isn't true, girl. Hope you've given those people some explanation if that is indeed the truth. Nisa says, but Miss Wild, let me ask you, why would Destiny think it's okay for her to be there, but Sunny isn't supposed to be there? Because Destiny doesn't feel like Sunny is a part of the friend group. That's what Destiny thinks. She thinks that Sunny is not a part of the friend group, that Sunny is just around to, I guess, stick it to her or something. Because remember, she said in the scene, they just need to leave me alone. I'm like, what are they doing to you? How are they bothering you? So that's what I think it is. She just feels like Sunny isn't really a part of the friend group. And truth be told, Sunny isn't a part of the friend group. Sunny is a former producer, that Carlos King, is this music? Oh, this is music. Carlos King said, "Ooh, your story can add some mess to the show. Why don't you come on and tell your story, and then we're gonna have Destiny, and y'all gonna be going at it." And that's what that is. Sunny is literally getting to know everybody right now, and so because of that, Destiny doesn't feel like she should be around. And that's what that is. But you're right. If Sunny isn't welcomed, then because Destiny has an issue with Sunny, then Destiny shouldn't be welcomed when Melody has an issue with Destiny. And if they didn't want, and um, if they feel like Sunny shouldn't be around because their girl Destiny got a problem with Sunny, then everybody should understand exactly why Destiny shouldn't have been invited to be a part of Melody's trip. Yep, that's how I see that. Hi, Miss Linda Gamble. She got more heat coming to her doorstep soon. She better focus and leave me alone. Listen, child, this week is going to be a lot for Destiny. It's going to be a whole lot for her. And she walked, back onto the show. Ooh, not they need product testers. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm on this site still trying to find the video of the lady talking about the perfume, how they help to formulate the perfumes. Ay, ay, ay. It's so crazy, like when you don't want something, you see it, and then now that you're looking for it, you can't find them. That's crazy to me. But this company, y'all, Wholesale Natural Body Care, I'm telling y'all, if you want to start a beauty brand, and I'm gonna ask them to like sponsor some of my videos since I'm out here giving them free promo anyways. If you want to start a beauty brand, like I would definitely recommend them. I'll definitely recommend them. Whether it's hair care, whether it's skin care, you want to do a body butter, you want to do body oils, you want to do a face wash, you have a good idea for a lip gloss or whatever, or you want to buy the things in bulk and do them yourself, then check them out. They have raw Jamaican castor oil that she went to Jamaica and she got straight from the farm. Like, let me tell you this. I love this company. As soon as I'm ready to really kick off my oh, and the crazy thing is, y'all, do you want to know where Wholesale Natural Body Care is located? Quick guess. Quick guess, y'all. Where do you think they're located? Somebody drop it in the chat. Uh, Why do you think I'm telling Destiny that it's so easy? It's so easy to do her perfume line. $250 a piece, girl. Just for the consultation. Where do y'all think wholesale natural body care is located? Just one guess. Where is this video? Okay, nobody wants to guess. It's located in Huntsville, Alabama. We out here thinking Letitia Scott is dumb. She's not dumb. I mean, she's not marketing the products the way that she should be, but Tisha said, "Let me use this awesome company. Let me use this awesome company located in Huntsville, Alabama, to source the products that I need to do this to do this hair care line for my girls." Oh, here it is. Yeah, I found it. Okay.
Family. So, you know what? Hey, everybody. Hey, family. So, you know what? I'm feeling a little bit annoyed, and let me tell you why.
Okay. So this is a video where wholesale natural body care, they're talking about how they can help a company to formulate their perfume line. So Destiny, if one of your people's if one of Destiny's peoples are over here right now, I doubt it. But if one of y'all are over here, clip this part of the video and send it to Destiny. Okay? She might need it.
Well, I absolutely love a good smelling fragrance, but you know what I don't like? I don't like having to spend $300, $400, and $500 for a high-end designer scent. There's gotta be a better way. I don't understand why a bottle this size or this size needs to cost $300 or $400. Do you guys feel like I do? I know you do. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to create our own fragrance explosion where we can have all the designer style fragrances that we like, but at a fraction of the cost. I don't want to have to pay my mortgage to smell good, but I certainly want every time I throw my clothes on and I feel like looking really cute, I want to be able to smell good too. So if you feel like I do, leave a comment below and let me know. And don't forget to tell me all the different type of fragrances that you like, because I'm going to start creating them. So stay tuned and follow for more. Thanks, guys. We're going to be smelling good. Yes.
That's not the one. Dang it. But anyways, I can't find the video that I was looking for. But they do help with formulating fragrances and stuff like that. So Destiny, you don't have to search too far if you're looking for somebody to help with the manufacturing of your big D energy perfumes. Just get in touch with Wholesale Natural Body Care. Pay your $250 for the consultation. Tell them how you want the perfume to smell, and they will create a designer scent for you. And it's right in Huntsville. It's right in Huntsville, Alabama. So you ain't even have to go too far for shipping and none of that. And they literally can do the private labeling for you, Destiny. And nobody have to know that that's where you're getting the perfumes from. Just slap your Madonna label on it. Pick up all the boxes. Pick up 20 boxes. I don't know how many boxes you want to order from them. But you get your formulation done, Destiny. Don't ever say a fan of Melody never helped you, Destiny. So go to Wholesale Natural Body Care in Huntsville, Alabama, right? Pay pay the 250 um pay the $250 for the consultation. I feel like I'm giving away too much information, but child, oh well. Pay the $250 for the consultation. Let them perfect your perfume ideas and your room mist ideas, right? Then they're going to send you some samples for you to, um, smell and make a decision on, which one you actually want to use for your business. And then they will do the packaging for you, Destiny. They will even help you with the labeling if you don't have good labeling. Now, I'm gonna say this, Destiny, for your body mist. I don't think that black bottle that you're using is a great idea because it doesn't give body mist, right? I feel like it needs to be a clear bottle, and then you can use, like, probably a black label if that's what you want to do, right? But they'll help you with all of that. But if you want to continue with the black bottles and you already have your labels, then they will sell you the perfumes already bottled, already sealed. You can buy as many boxes that you want, slap your labels on it, and then sell them to your customers, girl. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, Destiny. Ooh, child. I want to find the address of the place. Oh, God. All right, y'all. I'm about to get off this live. I'm going to go drink some ginger tea. Wholesale Natural Body Care. I'm still. Oh, why? Don't. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, y'all, check them out if you want to start your own beauty brand. Okay. Anyways, y'all, I'm about to hop off this live. I am tired. y'all said Alabama and ATL. No, they're in Huntsville, Alabama. That's where they're located. And they have so many stuff. You can get a startup kit for 250 dollars to create your own brand. What else? You can get a 36 piece, like if you want to create growth oil, well, if you want to sell growth oils, you can get a kit of 36 for $250, and you can sell that 36 and see how much money you can make from that. You can get a 36 piece of shampoo and conditioner for $250. You can get a 36-piece growth oil and hair growth serum kit for $250. And this is what they've already made. So this is not you going in and giving them your own formula. This is stuff that they've already formulated. All you're going to do is slap your own label on it after you've purchased it. Private label for kids, $250, 36 piece. Now I'm wondering if this is what Letitia did. She went here, she got a 36 piece, and she promoted that, and then she didn't go back and get any more because she hasn't been promoting that. 24 piece turmeric brightening kit. Like all these people who are probably selling those turmeric face wash and soap and stuff like that, this is probably where they got it from. This is probably where they got it from. And all they did was they slapped their own label on it, and they mark it up. They mark it up $250 for 36 pieces. Slap your label on it. You mark it up. You could probably walk away making 1,000 or more, depending on how much you sell it for. And then you go back and you spend the next $250. You flip that again. I feel like it's good business. It's good business. I keep saying I want to see everybody on this show win, and there are ways to win. So Destiny, go to this place so that you can get your perfumes formulated. And yeah, I'm about to hop off. When Dr. Shenita goes live tomorrow, if I'm not tired, because it's gonna be 9 p.m. and I got school the next day. If I'm not tired, I might, go live while she's live so that we can all listen together. All right, y'all, have a good morning. Thanks for staying up with me. And I'm still not going to go to bed. I'm going to go finish watching The Perfect Couple on Netflix. So far, guys, that is a great series. So if you are an insomniac like me, and you're not about to go to sleep, or you're at work, and if you're like me and you can listen to a show while it's playing and you can enjoy it without seeing it, then check out A Perfect Couple on Netflix. I promise you. I'm at episode 2, going into episode 3, and the only reason I paused is because I plan on coming live. So all right, y'all, I'm about to go. Thank you for listening. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter at How I See It, and on TikTok at How I See It TV. I'm still gonna say good night. Have a good night / morning. And until my next video, sleep good, walk good, all of that. Bye.